too much mosquito every night. Not too early. Because today is a weekend, the traffic not too bad. It's fine traffic. So I come a little early. What do you put? Yeah. I hope the internet. 800 right now. 1,000. Three police cars here. And there is another black one here. Yeah, 3. I think there are 4 police cars back to the entrance over there. To show you. 7个警车 7 police car at least. 3 here, 4 over there at the entrance. Yeah, little hot. Hi, Sean.
Hello, how you doing?
Good, good. How are you?
Pretty good. I mean, come on, we're here. You want the GoPro?
I use the bug spray. Unbelievable. Since Rogers not here, I've become the first one.
And then Miss Rebecca.
Hi, Danny.
How are you today?
Good. about you? Good.
Oh. Just so.
Better now after the last hour.
Some days are stuff. Today has been one of those days. Just be. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm a little ways from DC. I mean, DC, but 20 minutes away, so I doubt if it's anybody she knows, but probably somewhere along the line they've been friends or at
I'm gonna fix it.
you know, some meeting together or something somewhere.
Some shirts on.
So we should be the main people.
Huh? It's a box. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we should. I think there was like 10 on board.
I thought there was 9.
We got one. Let's see if I get Rebecca one.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
I don't know what that's all about. With them on.
Okay, okay, good.
Sorry guys, I'm here. Check out these shirts. Yeah.
Yeah. And do the sleeves. Do your sleeves.
Hey,
Up.
how are you
Back
doing?
up.
I'm doing all right. So I got this box of stuff. I want to be able to say where they came from or whatever to everybody. So I wanted to verify all that. Well, I mean, they send them both around. If somebody wants one, yeah, send me a message with that information. That way I can just read it all out.
But I don't. I can never get over Where'd you get these from? Oh, okay.
Oh, we had lost it. Yeah, but no, the reason it doesn't matter. The only thing you really have to worry about is that you're standing in front of the speaker of the microphone. You can make feedback.
I know. How are you doing?
No, I'll tell you what it is. Look, we lost our regular cable. So this is what we're gonna have to do. This is what like it's a change. No, I'm not.
You want that one?
So we plug this one straight to the generator, and then the long one goes to there.
way it's in.
Tommy, I'm gonna put this short cord right here.
It's already on in there. I was turning it off.
Oh, the candles are inside. You can I got it. Whatever. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe you'll be back next week. We'll be back. I had to take my shirt underneath off.
Shut your mouth, get in line, just behave or pay the fine. They're pulling on your backbone and taking out your spine. They want you weak, don't speak, don't question, don't think. Keep staring at your smartphone, get dumber every week. Now give up your freedom and shush. Oh Jesus, what happened to us? Leave the church, kill your faith, judge the skin and learn to hate. Make yourself the enemy, but call yourself a saint. Learn the rules, be a fool. Remove your kid from school and apologize for everything. Apologize for you. Now give the TV all of your trust. Oh Jesus, what happened to us? Mark, Jack, Bill, Joe, they'll tell you what you need to know. They'll give you your permission and tell you where to go. Lights, camera, action, edit. We're so pathetic. You believe it cause you watched it. You believe it cause they said it. Now everybody stay home and rust. Oh Jesus, what happened to us? Shut your mouth.
I can plow field all day long. I can catch catfish from dusk till dawn.
Yeah, can you see? Look how cute our Lily is.
Make our own weekend.
Look at that. That shirt. She was so worried it was going to swallow her. She like wears it so well. Super stylish. Yeah, she got your pin. I know. But she looks great. Good job. We love our Chinese Americans.
Country folk can't Get them old boys raised on a
So that goes right.
say grace. Give a damn. We came from West Virginia, coal mines in the Rocky Mountains and the western skies. We could get a buzzer and run a try line, and a country boy can't survive. Country boy can't survive.
I'll get Tommy to
Okay, you're going up this way?
Had a good
Yeah,
friend
probably, yeah, with the sun behind, go this way.
He never called me by my name, just Hillbilly. survive. Country folks can survive.
Yep, screenshot. We got t-shirts. Good for you. You get t-shirts.
She can take mine. Yeah.
Well, if you ask me where I come from, here's what I tell everyone.
Oh, we love our Katie
I was
too.
born by God's gift
Hey, everybody.
Yeah.
in an extraordinary place
You're welcome.
for the stars and stripes. And the
Say beautiful Kitty.
hardwood pays off the way it should.
Hey, Katie. Can I use your
Yeah, I've seen enough to know that we've got it good. Where the stars and stripes and the eagle flies. There's a lady that stands in a harbor for what we believe. And there's a bell that still echoes the price that it costs to be free.
Awesome. Yes, keep putting that out there. Thank you.
I pledge allegiance to this flag.
It's gonna be 4 days from what I
If that
understand.
bothers you, well, that's too bad. But if you got pride and you're proud to do, hey, we could use some more like me and you. Where the stars and stripes and the eagle fly.
I'm gonna say. Yes.
If there's a lady that stands in a harbor for what we
Why they do
believe,
that?
there's a bell that still echoes the price that it costs to be free. No, it ain't the only place on earth, but it's the only place that I prefer. My daddy did. When the stars and stripes and the eagle fly. Where the stars and stripes and the eagle fly.
Rebecca! Oh, this is you right there. Here, you gave away your shirt, so you keep that.
I have one.
Did you get one?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Oh, good.
Thank
All right.
you.
You had to have something.
Yeah, so nice.
On the 4th of July,
Nice.
it's some handwritten letters from home. It's some sleepless nights alone. It's his newborn baby left with his wife.
Tammy and Tommy.
Lay down in the line. Mr. Red, white, and blue. For these stars and stripes. Hey. From the fields of Indiana to the swamps of Louisiana to the golden coast of California. Stand on the front line. Baby, out the front. If you knew him, you would understand. He was raised on how to be raised, just to see the flag still wave. And then he came home with only one hand. His sister red, white, and blue, lay down here. All these stars are shining.
Yeah, ready to do prayer.
Yeah, where's the home?
You look like y'all in town for a family reunion.
I know, right?
Baseball one.
We are the J6 family.
We're all going to Disney World. We don't want to lose the group.
Alright, let's get some Jesus. Heavenly Father, excuse me, let me start over. Heavenly Father, thank you so much for bringing us here today. Again, as you've done so many days, for over a year now. And I thank you for the fortitude that you instill in each one of us to be able to come night after night, through anything. We just all want to glorify your word and your light, Lord, and, we just want to step in the way that you would ask us to to live through you. Lord, I just wish you to please stay in the hearts and minds of these men and men all over the country that are dealing with, the weight of the federal government. It is pretty heavy and a pretty shitty thing. So if you could just stay with us and stay with them and keep us brave, keep them strong, so we can all win this fight. We'd really appreciate you, Lord. Amen. One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
There's salt all the way. I got you, trooper.
Los quedo, bye.
Yeah.
Prison
song I wrote on a plane between Dallas and Austin. Texas, where my where you tip your hat to the ladies and the rose of San Antonio. I grew up on music that we call Western swing. It don't matter who's in Austin, Bob Wills is still the things were back then. In spite of all the hard times, I'd live it all again. Hear the Texas Playboys and Tommy Tompkins sing. Because that just don't mean a thing. Once you're down in Texas, Bob Wills is still a king.
Is it too hot?
Well, if you ain't never been there, then I guess you ain't been told. That you just it's home of Willie Nelson, home of Western swing. He'll be the first to tell you Bob Wills is still the king. Well, you wake up in the morning,
What do you mean you can't breathe? And I would please call
you need
911.
a work bell ring, and I might get to the table.
What do you mean you can't breathe?
You see the same old
If you really
thing.
couldn't breathe, you wouldn't be on the chat. Bless your heart, I'm sorry about that.
Better not complain,
And I guess that's how
you get in trouble with the maid. Let the midnight special shine a light on me. Let the midnight special.
You think it's the smoke from the Canadian fires? Oh, Gloria, I wish you would go to the hospital and get checked out. I really do. They can give you a breathing treatment to help with that.
Hello.
Hey, you got Scooter and DJ on the line.
What's happening? It's another gorgeous night out here on Freedom Corner. It's just us patriots. And we're just here for you guys.
All right, thank you. Yeah, that's good. It's a nice day out there. Pretty quiet day in here. Supposed to be storming out there here soon? Oh, is there a next couple days? I think so.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Flash flooding and all that good stuff.
Oh yeah, whatever. We're gonna be great.
Is that happening tomorrow?
We have some
All right.
rats that we made out of dead rats.
What'd you say? Yeah, what'd you say? It was breaking out. It was playing out.
We have rafts that we made out of dead DC rats, and we'll just ride those down the street.
Oh, crap. Oh, perfect. All right. Oh, that's a work. Yeah, it sounds like downtown LA. There's rats. There's huge giant rats. We got typhoid and the bubonic plague. If you ever decide to join the downtown LA tour, be sure to take home typhoid and the bubonic plague with you down there on Skin Focus there. And same as DZ. Graffiti,
And it works out so
homeless,
well.
litter. Yeah, I believe it's 6, 7, 8% at the most that voted for Trump in D.C. So look at how lovely the city is. You know, I mean, we're all getting our fair trials, and it's a lovely city. They certainly know what they're doing here and can run the rest of the country. They got it all under control here.
Right.
Not to get the news articles, but it won't let me over it. We're trying to look up the news articles. Scooter is looking up the news articles. But I did read earlier that the Border Patrol is, what did it, what was that quote? It was, I don't know where, I can't look it up on my tablet. We're on the phone right now. But my architect said that there was no issue down there. What news was it? I think it was
I did read an article earlier about the Border Patrol and about how Biden basically stole $105 million from the Border Patrol fund to give to New York to house the illegal immigrants.
Wow. Stole. They don't know the definition of stole money because they think that they can use taxes for whatever they want. They do whatever they want with it. They can do whatever they want with that money. You know, we got the water in Flint, Michigan that people can't drink, or we got, you know, railways, trains being derailed, and, you know, bridges collapsing. And, you know, I remember when President Biden went to Pittsburgh, and there was a bridge collapse the day he went there, and all he had to say was, boy, did you know that they got more bridges here than in Venice? So, I don't know. Biden is a total moron. He's a total loser. Nobody was at his rallies. He was throwing rallies where people could sit in their cars. I mean, what moron. What complete idiot. Just, you gotta be dumb, stupid, and blind, mentally deficient to think that Joe Biden won that election. He was so popular. You saw not one Biden flag or bumper sticker. Nobody really believes that. Yeah, nobody believes that. I mean, nobody believes it. The politicians, the judges, they can pretend to believe that, you know, because, you know, they love Hollywood. They love to act. But it's crazy. They can lie to your face, you know, and that's why we like Trump, because he's an honest guy as far as speaking his mind. He doesn't really stick to the teleprompter, and that's why we support the guy, you know. What did it say here on the...
I'm sorry, you know, I was just going to say something interesting is that a lot of our haters aren't even really Biden supporters themselves. They just don't like us for whatever reason, you know, for the amount of money they get paid not to like us, or because they just hate people to hate people. I'm not really sure. I think it might be a combination of both, but I don't see a lot of people standing up and saying, I'm a huge Biden supporter. I've never seen that.
Yeah. I've never seen it. Yeah, I guess they're just out in the open anti-American, because, you know, they're just Trump haters. Yeah, they want the Trump supporters to be in the closet and quiet about it, but it's really these, if there are any Biden supporters, they're the ones hiding in the closet, because we don't see any. We've never been any. Yeah, right here today, August 5th, Fox News top story. DHS calls for more agency volunteers to help process migrants at the southern border. So, I don't know. My architect says that there's no issue down there. They have that CTV1 app that the illegals can download on their smartphones to get them through the border, and essentially that's why the numbers are, as far as prosecutors are concerned under the Biden administration. There's a quote here by Tom Homan, Homan. The U.S. no longer has operational control over the southern border, and even though we don't always trust Fox, they don't tell us everything, but that's all we got in here, guys. So I know you have better sources out there.
What do they say that Texas does, or just nobody does?
So we can't forget about that border. We can't forget about all the things that they want you to forget about.
I have a question,
you know,
DJ.
This whole what's up?
So who are they saying has control over the border?
It doesn't say Twitter. It doesn't say. I think it depends on what cartel you're a fan of down there. So
Okay, so there's
whatever Mexican drug cartel is in control, because they got some cartels in control over on the Texas side, the Arizona side, the California area.
So did they take the buoys out of the water? I think they took the buoys out of the water.
I don't think they've taken them out of the water
For the
yet,
reservoir.
but they're fighting hard to get it out. But a lot of other Republicans down there are fighting hard to keep it there.
Yeah. Well, it's the issue is, you know, you guys, not you guys, but they should be coming over in a spot where it's not the middle of the desert. It's not the middle of nowhere. There's points of crossing. There's points of entry. When you want to go to Canada, you don't go through the forest. You go down the highway. You know, or if you're going to go visit Mexico, you drive on the road. You don't start walking in the middle of nowhere. That just doesn't make sense to begin with, you know. So they're up to no good if you're out there doing that in the middle of nowhere. So if they're getting their houses broken into. There's huge groups of people putting their lives at risk, and it's not a country if you don't have a border. You know, if you're a fan of culture, think about it like this. So in Japan they wear the kimono. In Germany they wear lederhosen, or in the Netherlands they wear these wooden shoes, or or even like if you think about food, Italian food, Chinese food, Mexican food, that all is because of a border, a river, an ocean, a fence, a mountain, and that's how you get these cultures. So when you destroy that, you destroy culture, and our American way of life is being destroyed because they're trying to make there's no line between the two. It actually means something to be an American, but when you get rid of that border, when you want to do this North American alliance and act like Canada and America and Mexico are all the same, no, we're not. You're destroying what it is to be a Canadian or American or Mexican, and to preserve that, you preserve the border. You have different ways of living and growing up and thinking, and that's the bottom line. We want to stay American. We love being American, and that's how you preserve it. Is you want maintain that border, and you watch who comes in and who leaves. Because there's terrorists. They're able to come in. They can bring whatever they want in here through China. China wants to get into America. What are they going to do? They're going to come in through Mexico.
Well, that's been happening quite a bit through Colombia, actually. It's very weird. There's a lot of Chinese migration or Asian migration through Colombia up through Central America to America. It's just very weird. Why do they
everybody
come in nefariously when they can just come through a point of entry? Why?
Yeah, we remember, hearing about Pablo Escobar and Manuel Noriega and the Colombians, the Medellin, all these, these cartels, Bolivia and all that, but as soon as they got taken down, it's Mexico now, guys. Mexico is now where all the drugs come from. It's not Colombia anymore. It's Mexico. That's right next to us, within walking distance. So if you at home listening, I don't know if you have done drugs, tried drugs at a younger age or experiment or anything, and you think that's fine, but do you want your kids do you want your grandchildren, your nieces and your nephews doing that sort of stuff? They are bringing in this fentanyl and mixing it with all these drugs, and people are just dying at an insane rate. And Congress is talking about there's talks about going against fentanyl. What is so? What you got to be has to be a bipartisan bill. You guys can't figure it out and all agree on it, that it's a dangerous drug and how to stop it and where is it coming from. The main ingredients are coming from China, so we can be at war without firing a weapon. The Chinese are killing you without firing one bullet because of the drug issue.
They're
killing
poisoning
us through
us.
drugs, you know. Yeah, they're poisoning us, and we're taking it. You know, they're over here flying spy ships over across the country, building bases in Cuba and Canada, and Joe Biden's taking the money from China. You know, the bribes, he's taking bribes. Hello, is anybody going to stop this? Is anybody going to do this? There's so many people out there that can do so much more, and I don't mean you guys out there, you know, outside for us on the Freedom Corner, but you know, there's people that are listening that, you know, you can do a lot more with the help of others. Get others involved somehow. Just take them to see the sound of freedom. If you can't get them to see the sound of freedom, and you know, that's gonna be plenty of motivation right there, I think. Good. What do you got? You got some?
I was looking at this former Trump White House press secretary says that the post that Trump made are chilling with another traitor.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Anyway, he's got Jack Smith trying to silence Trump and from his, you know, doing his posts and stuff on social media.
But
They said, if you're going after me, I'm coming after you. Now they're all pissed off about it.
yeah, I mean, that's the way it is. That's the way it is. That's life. You know, if you know, DeSantis and all these other Republicans, they see what's going on and they don't agree with it, and they think that Trump is being prosecuted. You know, they need to back Trump and you know, stop going against the guy and see what they're doing.
That's wrong. They're scared of.
They honestly need to stop being divided and back Trump. And we need Trump back for 4 more years, because that's who Trump is afraid of. Anyways, it's gonna hang up, guys. Scooter.
Yeah, later.
All right, guys. We'll talk to you
love you
later.
guys.
Safe out there. We love you all. All right, we'll talk to you soon. Okay.
All
Bye.
right. Bye.
Alright. Donna, Mom, and Dad are doing
So
great.
close.
Thank you for asking. Yeah, China bought out our national patrol.
Okay, so I'll just make my announcement now. So I got a message earlier from Barry Ramey's fiance, and let me get to it real quick. Him and Mason Corson are and this is a message that she got from Barry, so I'll just read it to you. Please call Petersburg Prison and tell them the nurse is ignoring Barry. He needs ibuprofen and laxatives, and generally he needs toilet paper. They're neglecting him. He can't get phone, email, or out of his cell. And the Petersburg FCI phone number is 804-504-7200.
Repeat that number.
804-504-7200. And also, hold on, there's another message. Him and Mason are in separate solitary cells. Mason has had 2 calls with his mom. Other than that, it says he's fine. For some reason, they're ignoring Barry. They don't know how much longer they will continue to ignore him. They don't know if it's because he keeps speaking up for others and they're possibly punishing him. And they're both in single cells in transit for 10 days now, when it was only supposed to be 2 to 3 days. So if anyone would like to make a phone call about that, please do.
That's Barry Ramey, and who is the second one?
Mason Corson.
Thank you.
I'm not sure who this is calling.
Okay, I don't know if my spelling's right on those, you guys, but it's gonna pop up in just a second. What is this, squirrel? Alright, there's a number to call you guys.
Hello.
Chris.
Hey Chris, how are you?
Chris!
All right. Still alive.
Well, that's always a good thing.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah, for now at least. We'll see. Got 2 more months until sentencing, and then we'll, that's when we might be, basically I might be telling the judge that I'm going to trial, because at this point I still don't, no one's given me any good answers. about why all of my lawyers have said, well, yeah, the feds broke the law, but there's, you know, unless we have all of the information, we can't do anything about it. So, I have a lot of questions still, and it just seems that no one really wants to do the legwork. So if I have to do it, I'm going to go pro se. But that's why you good people are here. You get to spread the message. Also, we're looking for about 20 different lawsuits going on, or that could be some lawsuits on the BC jail, on Northern Neck Jail, New Jersey, Essex County Jail, the Marshals, the DOJ. You guys know I have the paperwork to back it up. So get with John Gross. It's not on Friday night, Saturday morning. If we desperately need civil attorneys. I'm convinced that with the 3 or 4 people that have paperwork, it will become the biggest payout from this jail and from the federal government ever to inmates or pretrial detainees from different civil suits and everything else. But we need some good lawyers, and it's going to take a few years, and it's going to take you know, knowledge of the DC and the federal system. So we need some lawyers to step up and, you know, and take a crack at this thing. It can't be a one-man, you know, operation. It has to be with a crew of people. So if anyone's interested, I have daily notes going back 2.5 years. But
Not, I wouldn't say cool, but it's not hot as it was. It's not as
hold on,
and muggy.
wait. Global warming.
I
You're
know.
Republican, so I mean, you're only to blame for yourself. You know?
Right. Well, yeah, it really is, and it's actually been the temperature the last few days has been quite nice here in DC, to be honest. And
Nice.
there's no haters out here, so we're just out here enjoying our nice, quiet Saturday evening, and you know, it's a good time.
Yeah, it is nice. It is nice and quiet over there, huh?
Yeah, everybody's just kind of chilling, listening to what you have to say. Yeah.
No big blowhorns on either side, and
I know.
that's the truth, especially on there.
I know.
So.
Yeah, it's nice. But it's funny because I was just saying yesterday that none of the haters have been out here since the 1st. So I don't know if they just, I don't know if they're tired
Well,
or they
Yeah,
had to go home.
they got what they
because ran out of
wanted.
money.
They were
I don't think
bored.
they really got what they want either.
They got bored.
Yeah, they got super
Well,
bored. They couldn't do
they
anything
wanted
but
Trump in
stare at
jail.
us. Yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
They couldn't do anything but stare at us. So
Yeah.
that was kind of neat and fun.
They wanted Trump in jail, and you know, eventually they're going to realize that they keep on pushing. This is changed the precedent.
They want to
In
Trump
America.
in jail, but they
So
at this point right now.
not only do I think it's going to help Trump win, I'm actually more convinced now than ever, because they should have just. I think they pushed too hard, and they pushed too far, and every single time that a little hiccup happened, you know, forget about it being a DOJ or someone just going after that previous president. And if you look over history, it usually flip-flops back and forth. You know, there's a Democrat president, then there's going to be a Republican House or Senate, and then, you know, vice versa. So if you're going to set the precedent of, hey, we're going to make up things about you, and then or we're going to actually do things that are illegal, and then impeach you over that, or then when you try to run again, we're just going to slam, you know, fraudulent, you know, accusations that you use. Now, don't get it twisted. I think Trump's people that he has around him are probably, or not probably, but are definitely, I think that that along with a little bit of an ego that Trump has is also, you know, an issue. But these things shouldn't have, these things, the precedent was already set previously. Not necessarily that, hey, listen, you know, well, did he have classified information and this and that, whatever. It doesn't matter. I mean, there's Joe Biden who had it for years before. And multiple other people. If you start digging back, no one wanted to start digging into Obama's, you know, garage or, you know, anything like that. All of a sudden he's off the table. But once you set the precedent with Trump, it doesn't hurt your feelings. And you're going to start bringing up all of this weaponized DOJ when it's gone 180 degrees and it's a Republican, you know, DOJ and a Republican, you know, director. You better be careful because, you know, it's a two-way street. So we'll see what happens. It's going to be interesting. As far as, because I know for a fact that the FBI broke the law 100%. When they arrested me, they are still saying, they used it in my indictment. They used an unverified video. They said that was from my Facebook page. And they swore up and down, oh, this is this Facebook, this is this Facebook, this is this Facebook. And then it wasn't mine. And it wasn't, you know, it's absolutely insane how they can use falsified information and saying that there's all of these. Didn't say screw it. I know why they didn't, because they just, I mean, we're all going to be found guilty anyway because we can't get a fair trial in D.C. But hopefully, and understand, I'm saying it continuously on the record, that the only reason why I, you know, quote unquote, fell on the sword and did a stipulated trial was because I had a lawyer that was there on my case for less than a month and a half. That's insane. You know, they had this stuff for 2.5 years. I still never saw evidence.com to this date. I never saw evidence.com under my name, even though it was court mandated that, or court ordered that I get evidence.com access months and months and months ago. They are purposely just railroading all of these cases. And it just shows how corrupt the system is, especially D.C. I mean, FBI in general, but I didn't have a problem with the FBI of New Jersey. You know, they arrested me, and they said, you know, listen. They said, okay, no problem. But then I had to sit there, and I sat there for hours waiting for someone to drive up from D.C. to interrogate me. And I have that interrogation. I'm going to be playing it either on a podcast, or I'm just going to play it through you guys. But I have the 10-minute interrogation where I continuously ask for my lawyer. And this is after 3 hours of asking for my lawyer before all of this, where the FBI of New Jersey said, listen, man, we understand that you're not talking to us. This isn't how we do things, but we have to wait for this guy to drive up. I don't even know if this is, you know, it's not how we do things. So you're going to have to definitely, you know, document this and talk to your lawyer about what's going on here, because it's not right. It's not how we do things. I've never seen this done in, you know, the 5 years that I've been in the FBI. I've never seen this done like this. And I don't, you know, from us not getting a case, the FBI didn't even have a case on me until they started building one. But I was in jail after they started building a case. They denied me of my speedy trial rights. Why these lawyers didn't push, all of these lawyers pushed for speedy trial immediately. I don't know why. The Speedy Trial Act is not for Speedy Trial Act. It's there so that we can get a speedy trial. And that we have time, you know, to have a fair trial. But, you know, for 2 years I didn't get my discovery. And I still haven't gotten all of it. So I'm still disappointed on it. I want all of the transcripts from every phone call I ever had. That will show that the FBI listened in not just to the Proud Boys, but it listened in to all of our conversations with our lawyers. We have it documented that they listened into 44 conversations and demanded that my lawyers give me my discovery again, which is against the law. The law plainly states that it's up to the marshals to provide me my discovery. Not once. My lawyers gave me my discovery again over a year later, and then I was immediately moved to another jail where, guess what? My discovery didn't follow me. I had to send it home, and then I had to get sent from my house back to my lawyer, and then from my lawyer back to me. And I had to go through the waiting process again. The law has to be the same whether it's for everyone. And like McFadden said in the beginning, before he got creamed by the mainstream media of DC,
you have 1 minute remaining.
He said, plain as day, how are we supposed to, actually, charge these guys with January 6th when 4 years ago, forget about the past 6 months, but 4 years prior to that, when Trump won and there was all these riots, and just previous 4 months before this, 4 weeks before this, when, it was the left doing all of these riots and everything else and burning down churches in D.C. and firebombing buildings across the country, how are we supposed to all of a sudden now say, oh, we're gonna put our foot down? It's because of the Congress people saying that we need to have these riots because of George Floyd. That's why January 6th happened. Plain and simple. So, and I dare the FBI to use this in my sentencing, because I'll renege on everything and I'm going back to trial. They didn't.
Thank you for using.
She got us.
Wow. That was Chris. Yeah.
Talking about a revolution sound while they're standing in the welfare line, crying at the doorsteps of the lorries of salvation, wasting time in the informal sounds. Here people gonna rise up, get their share. People gonna rise up,
Hey.
Hey, Doug, so this is Tommy. How are you? She's eating a little piece of watermelon right now. She just took a long phone call, so she's getting hydrated. Lily's out here.
I got you, right on.
So I've been retweeting your tweets on Twitter. You want to tell everybody where to find you on Twitter and like how that's working out for you?
Hell yeah. So I just been doing like a thing I call Vlog This. And it's like a bunch of jokes and comedic stuff. I'm just trying to keep it lighthearted. Do like current events. I try to put like a funny spin on it. So it's been a lot of fun. And people have been liking it. So if you want, you can go to my Twitter. It's Jessica Watkins, except for instead of an E in Jessica, it's a 6. So just nice and simple. It's a lot of fun though.
Yeah. So yeah, you get your information that way. So like I guess somebody's taking your streaming specific you wanted to talk about tonight. But I tell people when they call in, a lot of times there's new viewers and new people getting interested in January 6th all the time. So we have the live streams going. We have people out here in the corner. If there's whatever you'd like to tell people, maybe you can maybe start from wherever you'd like.
Sure. So things have been kind of hard recently. The day before I got sentenced, they moved me and everybody who's maximum into a maximum security unit, which is very similar. Like we're in solitary confinement every other day, 27 hours locked in our cells. It's been kind of rough. The guards are very hostile and aggressive. I've had them destroy pictures of pets and like doing aggressive things, just screaming at me and treating me like I don't do anything to provoke these people. They just are very aggressive.
Is that directed at? Are they like that towards everybody or just you?
It seems very focused towards just me. I don't see that. I mean, there's some guards that are just like very rude generically, but a lot of this has been specifically targeted at me. Corporal Pryor has sleep deprived me, just like beating on my door and then like turning on the lights and then walking away and then leaving the lights on so I can't go back to sleep. The lights are out in the hall, I can't turn them off because I'm trapped in a concrete box. So I depend on her to turn it off. She won't do it. She thought it was funny to walk away. Well, 2 nights ago, I had a different CO, Corporal Carter. She came and she beat on my door and woke me up at midnight. She flipped on my light and I sat up and it startled me. I was like, what do you want? And she just like turned off the light and walked away. I'm like, why would you wake me up? Then at 12:30 she didn't do anything. At 1 o'clock she came back with, what do you want? Get the light out of my face. What are you doing? She's like, I'm going to blast you in your face so you take this towel down. I had a towel hanging up to dry. Where it belongs, like, it's not against policy or anything. I looked it up. She's like, that's how she punished me. She woke me up in the middle of the night, blasted me in the face with a flashlight. There's stuff like that. It's been really crazy.
What was the first one's name?
It's been hard. I've been in the DC jail since February of 2021. So it's been 2.5 years of dealing with a lot of death mistreatment like that. Terrible. I'd say there's probably that 25-75 split. There's like 25% of them are just good people, and then there's 75% that are really not.
Yeah, they're used to just treating people however they want to. Well, it sounds like there's a lot of statists in there, who are angry at life, and this is the one place where they can be a bully to somebody else.
And it's easier, I guess, probably for the boys over in the CT and then in the Gen 6 unit because they've got each other, they stick up for each other, and over here I'm just kind of alone, So I did. Pauline Bauer was here. She was a Gen 6er that was with me. She went home on bond, thank goodness. And then Nikki Larson Olsen was here, but she was in the hole because she refused to get the jab. I mean, I don't have the jab either, which is why I don't understand she was over there. But she refused to get the jab or wear a mask, so they threw her in the hole, and they left her in the hole for the whole time she was here.
Yeah, so, I heard her talk about that before. She was like, just take me wherever you take the bad people. Talking about wherever the hole was. Or
right.
Whatever. Yeah. I think,
Yeah.
I think
They did.
I think I heard her also speak about Pryor being a bully.
Yeah, Pryor's a really terrible person. I mean, she's not nice to anyone, but she really seems to have it out for J6 people.
Yeah, you know, I did a documentary with Larry Logan not too long ago, and she was asking why do you think the cops hate us because of our politics. And and January 6th, and now that they have some of us incarcerated, it's just an extension of that day. It's their chance to hurt a Trump supporter in their mind.
Yeah, yeah. Well, then you look at the statements by Fanone. Fanone was like, yeah, like it was like a Bin Laden moment for me when they arrested Donald Trump. I'm like, are you kidding me, bro? And then like Harry Dunn came out today. These are two officers that were on the Nancy Pelosi Jan 6 Select Committee. Harry Dunn testified against us. Harry Dunn came to our trial and said, F them. I didn't need their help. F them after the Oath Keepers rescued him on camera.
Yeah.
We have the footage that they withheld.
Yes.
That like the Oath Keepers rescued Harry Dunn, and he looked us dead in our face.
Circumstance, but also a couple other ones. That, you know, there's some video out there right now where he clearly commits perjury, but yet these psychopaths who call themselves lawyers in D.C. allow the men to continue to come give victim impact statements and testimony, asking for more time for people. I mean, it's completely psychotic.
Right.
It's completely psychotic.
Yeah. And that's what happened with us. They came to our sentencing and said, you know, we want the maximum. If you can throw them in there for every minute of every second that is allowed by statute, I want them in jail for all of it. They did that to our sentencing. And then Harry Dunn came out today and he said that they should have arrested Trump on January 7th. Like,
yeah,
well,
well, he's another left-wing lunatic. I call Harry Dunn the Jesse Smollett of January 6th. He went around.
I like that.
I do. Because, you know, 3 of their 4 January 6th star witnesses, the 4 PSYOP witnesses, as I call them, are provable. It's demonstrable with open source video. They committed. These judges know exactly what they're doing. They take their $250,000 educations that they got at Yale and Harvard, which makes them better than all the rest of the time, right? And they don't see this corruption. They don't see this stuff with the FBI. And I never will understand why is the FBI considered a credible source inside any courthouse in this country. I mean, they're involved with all kinds of horrible
in our trial they committed perjury. They fabricated evidence out of thin air, and then they sat on the witness stand and said, yep, that's true. And I made my case, thank goodness, because they tried to say I made all these phone calls to coordinate the strike on the Capitol. I'm like, I didn't do anything like that. My phone wasn't working. And I knew my case, and I knew my discovery, and I was able to prove it, and they created a call log out of thin air. Those calls did not exist, and they said they did. And the FBI's like, yep, totally did. And that should have completely invalidated his testimony. Like, this is no longer a credible source. They should throw this whole thing away.
Yeah, they should have impeached whoever was presenting that evidence. They should have been impeached.
We literally subpoenaed an FBI agent in my trial, the defense. We subpoenaed one FBI agent to prove the other FBI agent was lying. Like, it was like a whole, 2-hour thing where we proved that they lied under oath, and it didn't matter. It didn't.
I bet the judge said something like this. I bet the judge said something like
They
this.
just rolled right past it.
I bet they said something
They
like,
just rolled
well,
right past it. They didn't care.
well, just because this FBI agent got caught lying straight through their teeth on this one issue doesn't mean that they would lie on something else. Yeah, and then roll right back. You know, yeah. Like, no, that means this person's lying. They should be arrested probably. We would be.
See? Damn right.
Yeah, well, something I was thinking of when you spoke about not getting that jab. It's probably a good choice you made there because news came out today how Pfizer, the employees of Pfizer, they all have a special badge of the vaccine that they all took that was different from the rest of the stuff these maniacs tried to force down the arm of the rest of us. So yeah, they're looking out for themselves.
I don't generally do medicine anyway, so it wasn't a hard decision for me.
The shot and everyone.
Yeah, me either.
I mean, just don't need it. You know, and it's fascinating to me that 80% of the American population took that vaccine, in quotes, I guess you could call it the vaccine since they literally changed the definition in a dictionary to get their experimental cocktail of poison. 80% of Americans took that. 80%.
That's crazy. Well, I'm a pure blood.
Yeah. You know, Yeah, this is kind of off topic, but I'll tell you about it. So I was wondering, like, what happens if you were tricked into it? Because, you know, some people were tricked into it, fear-mongered into it, stuff like that. And I was heard this preacher, because honestly, to tell you the truth, Jessica, I think they've been slipping stuff like that in our food for quite a long time. With all these vaccines and things.
Yeah.
What's that?
It's quite possible. I mean, the whole Monsanto thing and, you know, like genetically modified foods and, you know, all that stuff. I don't trust a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, well, you know, why did human beings as an organism really in 100 years? Why didn't we need all these medicines for tens of thousands of years? We were evolving into the planes. Oh, what I was going to say was, though, that if you're a religious person, I'm a Christian, that if you have the Holy Spirit in you, that that's what heals you all, even if they have been doing this to us for decades, or maybe you eat certain things, or you know, such an environment gives you cancer, that's what heals you. So I tell everybody, just because you got the vaccine doesn't mean that you're doomed, and, you know, God can do anything, right? So, yeah. But, you know what, that's not good. It's not good for the Democrats.
I don't have any forward momentum on my potential skin cancer, so I've got a growth that needs to be removed, and so I don't know how long it takes, but
so you're waiting on your results, or to take the biopsy?
just to get it done.
All right, Glory be. People make phone calls. Make it happen. We're going to get Glory be on that for you. On some of the live streamers.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah.
I have an appointment with the doctor next week, but by then it'll been 2 weeks. Like, I don't know, like, and this has been, I've noticed it, I first noticed it about a year and a half ago, and I thought it was a mole at first, but then now I don't, the doctor didn't like the look of it at all, so, I don't know.
Yeah, well, be careful with it. We'll have to make sure we pray about it.
Yeah, tell her trying to worry. We're praying for her. And get calls.
So what do you do to pass the time, Jessica, when you're not praying? You write, read, what do you do?
What is it?
I said, what do you do to pass the time whenever you're not doing all the things that, you know, normal things that you would do?
You have 1 minute remaining.
You'll have to tell us next time.
I guess I'll tell you next time. Yeah, so for a while I wrote a book. Basically, I was writing letters. Anybody who is writing to me in the Patriot Mail Project, they don't sell envelopes on commissary anymore. They only have the big yellow ones, and I haven't really been buying those because they're kind of expensive. But I'm sorry I haven't been writing you. It's not because I don't want to. It's just that envelopes are a very difficult thing to get. So I apologize for that. I'm glad you brought that up.
All right, Houston, go or anything like that you want to put out there?
I do. I think it's, hold on, it is, well, G29H3.
All right, Jessica, call back again. We'll be here tomorrow night.
All right.
Glad you called in.
Sounds good. Love y'all guys. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
God bless.
Sleep deprivation tactics, y'all. And we need to make the
One man
FBI, quit spooking on me. Get out of here.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
For those lives lost on January
I always
6th,
told my
Ashley
friend,
Babbitt,
it's
Roseanne
some,
Boylan,
you know,
Kevin Greason,
Yeah.
Benjamin Phillips, and on the next day, Officer Brian Sicknick. Rest in peace.
recipes.
For those detained, Justin Adams, Howard Adams, Thomas Ballard, Logan Barnhart, Pauline Bauer, Roger Bow, Luke Bender, Joe Biggs, Aidan Billiard, Joshua Black, Matthew Bledsoe, Kenneth Bonowitz, Brandon Bradshaw, Nicholas Brokoff, Larry Brock, Jeffrey Brown, Jeremy Brown, Mark Brew, Alan Byerly, Daniel Caldwell, Stephen Capuccio, Matthew Caskell, William Crespin, Eric Christie, Josiah Colt, Nolan Cook, Mason Corson, Eric Kramer, Nicholas DiCarlo, Nathan DeGrave, David Dempsey, Israel Easterday, Michael Eckerman, James Elliott, Daniel E., Robert Fairchild, Brandon Fellows, Kyle Fitzsimmons, Mitchell Gardner, Robert Gieswein, Vincent Gillespie, Daniel Goodwin, John Gordon, James Grant, Matthew Green, Timothy Hale, Thomas Hammer, Kenneth Harrelson, Mendez, Eric Herrera, Joshua Hughes, Jared Hughes, Brian Jackson, Shane Jenkins, Douglas Jensen, Justin Jersey, Daryl Johnson, David Judd, David Kaufman, Julian Qatar, Matthew Kroll, Nicholas Langren, Joshua Kelly Meggs, Jonathan Mellis, Rodney Millstreet, Adam Miller, Garrett Miller, Matthew Miller, Jordan Mink, Robert Menuda, Catherine Morrison, Robert Morris, Christopher Moynihan, Jonathan Munifo, John Nassif, Marshall Neef, Daryl Neely, Gregory Nix, Ethan Norton, Michael Perkins, Dominic Pizzola, Michael Pomeroy, Mark Ponder, Sean Price, Christine Priola, Joshua Pruitt, Mahala Pryor, Anthony Puma, Chris Quaglin, Barry Ramey, Guy Reffitt, Zach Reel, William Reed, Stuart Rhodes, Howard Richardson, Thomas Robertson, James Robinson, Michael Roche, Daniel Rodriguez, Greg Rubenacker, Jeffrey Sable, Robert Sanford, Ronald Sandlin, Salvador Sandoval, Deborah Sandoval, Troy Sargent, Peter Schwartz, Christian Secor, Hunter Seafried, Grayson Sherrill, Bart Shively, Jeffrey Show, Jeffrey Sills, Glenn Simon, Bernard Sir, Charles Smith, Tommy Smith, Hatchet Speed, Peter Stager, Shelley Stallings, Davin Steiner, Tristan Stevens, John Strand, Andrew Taki, Enrique Tario, George Tenney, Devlin Thompson, Dustin Thompson, Hector Vargas, Jessica Watkins, William Watson, Matthew Webler, Thomas Webster, Jack Whitten, Anthony Williams, Riley Williams, Duke Wilson, Ricky Wilden, John Wright, Kyle Young, and Philip Young. Those we've lost to suicide, Christopher Georgia, Matthew Perna, and Mark Unks, rest in peace. Let's say her name. Ashley Babbitt! Ashley Babbitt! Ashley Babbitt! Ashley Babbitt!
Turning to stop America, that's why we love them. We the people got us back, you know we stand for something. I was at the photo witness, hating they us. I stood on the battleground, they won't catch me inside. Those are with them patriots, they had dibs in their ass. They tryna steal our pride, but yeah, you know we outside. They can never take our freedom, real patriots ride. They can never take our freedom, real is crazy these days. They been shooting, they been rioting for hundreds of days. Patriots, we fed up, we know that we got fed up. Who made that phone call? They got that patriot wet up. Ashley, baby, yeah, you know we hold you in prayer. Ashley, baby, yeah, you know your soul's in the air. Ashley, baby, yeah, you know true patriots care. Left your blood up on the battleground, like this and fair. Oh, at least we made sure to bend me in. Let me tell you a little story about how I was raised. Everyday work, everyday pray. God, family, friends, yeah, everybody stands. A winner never quits, and a quitter never wins. Help folks in need, don't fall for greed. A jealous man is weak, so think before you speak. If you love them, let them know that this is how I feel. I won't back up, I don't back down. I've been raised up to stand my ground. Take my job, but not my guns. Tax my check till I ain't got none. Except for the good Lord up above. I ain't serving no one. See, I'm a flag-flying, Bible-toting son of a gun. Yeah, I'm hell on the heart, just a rebel on the run. Scared, don't know it, fear, don't feel it. The truth is the light I saw. I'm climbing for the top, representing for the country. I'm the people's champ, right out the deer camp. Shotgun toter, Republican voter. Hank Jr. supporter, let's protect our border. To hell with anyone who don't believe in the USA. Cause this is what I say. I won't back up, I don't back down. I've been raised up to stand my ground. Take my job, but not my guns. Tax my check till I ain't got none. Except for the good Lord up above. I ain't learning no my right to tote, the weapon of my choice, don't censor my voice. Hate me if you won't, or love me if you can. If the truth is what you want, then you found your man. I ain't backing down, I ain't backing up. If you think like I think, then crack it on up. I won't back up, I don't back down. I've been raised up to stand my ground. Take my job, but not my guns. Tax my check till I ain't got none. Except for the good Lord up above. I ain't certain.
Hello. Thank you for coming by. Awesome. I'm so grateful for everybody to be here. America first, be given, serving young child, living grades, served as a patriot in Vietnam. He was a rebel from West.
Yeah.
There you go.
This is the land of the free. Many are died on that beach. Many are giving their life for the country so you could be let off the leash. Free. I'ma go get in no breaks. I'ma hustle, forget the snowflakes. It's American muscle, I carry the muzzle. If you don't work, there is no take. American boys tell them dead is long till they bury me and I'm set in stone. I'm a witness for it. I don't need the right. I'm a preach Christ. I'ma let it be known. This is the home of the brave. I'm not alone in my zone on the way. The strong survive, so we all the rise. I never cut you, I don't got me popping the pills. So stand strong, get thick skin. Put your pants on and stop whimpering. And I'm gung-ho, my chips are in. All American boy, are you listening? God put me in this country, I'm gonna testify. I'ma fight the devil, I won't let it slide in the country till I die. I was lost and looking for a better life. Everything in that day I met the light. Now I'm looking to the sky. Nothing's gonna change up for the foolery. I'ma follow God, becoming new to me. I'ma be rocking you, ain't moving me. I'm just a homegrown American boy. This is the home of the brave. Many have signed up and died for this place. Dude, I got shot and went through all the bomb blasts. And check so that Star-Spangled Banner could wait. The better honor you fake. Counterfeit one to a snake. Right when you're climbing, they trying to fight you. And Tyson, but what does it take? Hey, American girl with the calling me. My skin tattoos all of me. Mohawk leather all of me. But you do not see the God in me. Always been a king, mama telling me. Never mind the ones who was doubting me. What about my brother who's proud of me? My family, they proud of me. Been in the fight in the field, did it before in the war and I will. Try this one home and I'll steer it alone. If it means that I'll give you all something that's real. Fall in at attention, blue diamonds, what I'm giving. It's simplified to the very end. American, you listen. Come on. Put me in this country, I'm gonna testify. I'm grown American boy. I never imagined a day that we hear so many Americans say they won't stand for the anthem, but communists bound to attacking our freedom to pray. Even go as far to allow mockery. I'm a Christian faith while blocking these people that respond to the mockery with true facts, love, and no apology. I'm pushing back to get all of it. Council culture made y'all shove it, no sell out. I'm out of y'all budget, I'm a patriot, no Paul tugging. Years now, been a family guy with Air Force, but it's a pill. Shut now, me and friends, very clear. Stop playing victim to criticism and left the prison like Craig Lowe. Now I'm independent and I'm running business. If you offended, then you're dead wrong. Put me in this country, I'm gonna testify. I'm gonna fight the devil, I won't let him slide in the country till I die. I was lost and looking for a better life. First came in that day, I met the light. Now I'm looking to the sky, and I ain't gonna change it. First came in that day, I met the light. Now I'm looking to the sky, and I ain't gonna change it for the foolery. I'ma follow God, become a new of me. I'ma be rocking, you ain't moving me. I'm just a homegrown American boy. All the way from the Northwest, down the coast of California, all the way down to Mississippi. We just some American boys. Bring the world together.
Man, it's one hell of a shame. What this world's going through. Way things are these days. I really miss the good old boys. From the good old days. I know you can remember. New breed. Outlaw nation. Lord, those times have changed. Y'all wanna be some more. Don't want to do a thing. Watch this country fall to pieces. Man, it's a hell of a shame. One hell of a shame. When he used to farm this land, sweat running down his brow. Getting what it takes just to make it sick. Boy, you make us proud. Used to help my granddaddy plow the field, cause he said it'd make me a man. Told me when I shoot, I better shoot to kill. And he taught me how to live off the land. Worked his hands down to the bone, all the way to his dying day. And I remember way back then, and I can still hear him say, "Miss them good old boys from the good old days." They used to give a damn about being a man. But Lord, those times have changed. Y'all wanna be some more. Don't want to do a thing. Watch this country fall to pieces. Man, it's a hell of a shame. One hell of a shame. We used to pray in school and put their feed us as they feed us to the wolves and all these crooks that take our freedoms. So many men and women have died overseas. Spilled blood for you and me, so I will never take a knee. You can try to take my guns, but many men will side with me. When that day comes, many men will ride with me. What gives you the right to tell us what to say, and tell us what to believe in, and tell us we can't pray? What gives you the right to take our rights away? Somebody's gonna pay, or some shit better change. We that red, white, and blue. America had its finest in the small towns and backwoods, and probably where you'll find it. While the sky's still blue and that sun's still shining, we gon' keep pushing through it all the real ones. It's the good old boys from the good old days. Give a damn about being a man, but Lord, those times have changed. Y'all wanna be more. Don't want to do a thing. Watch this country.
What?
We're seeing the ball.
Oh, hi. I counted the internet.
Oh, yeah.
Drop down.
Oh, it's terrible.
Oh, terrible.
Yeah.
They, oh my God.
Every time it says that transmission, yeah. They're saying it's operating. So everybody comes on there and tells me you're buffering. I'm like, oh, I know.
Buffer, yeah.
Makes me very
700,
excited.
900.
Miss you, Jerry. It was great having you here today.
Let's go down in the river to pray. I love this song. Down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way. The robe and crown, good Lord, show me the way. Oh, brothers, let's go down, let's go down. Come on, come on, brothers, let's go down, down in the river to pray. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way. A starry crown, good Lord, show me the way. Oh, fathers, let's go down, come on down. Oh, fathers, let's go down, down in the
If you guys would like to get one of these t-shirts, help David Judd out. RJ6 is raising money for employer funds.
Studying about that good old way.
You said to reach out in the email or Gmail.
3J6@gmail.com.
Oh, mothers, let's go down, come on down, come on, mothers, let's go down, down in the river to
Help a brother out.
Hey, it's sugar fall.
studying about that good old way.
It's not here this morning.
A starry crown, good Lord, show me.
She was really
Oh, sinners, let's go down, come on down. Oh, sinners, let's go down, down in the river to pray. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and we shall break the robe and the crown, good Lord.
Then when this life is over, I'll fly away to a home on God's celestial shore. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away.
Yeah, she was exhausted last night. We all got pretty tired. But she was tired. God encouraged you. Do we know how Coach did?
Somebody just posted something about it.
Tony
Chat.
just posted
Somebody just posted on your chat about Coach.
about Coach.
Just a few more weary days and then I'll fly away to a land where joy shall never end. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. Yeah, when I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away.
Dance, Jerry, dance. Sounds like a dance.
He'll prepare for us a place when we all get to heaven. What a day of rejoicing that will be when we all see Jesus. We'll sing and shout the victory. Onward to the prize before us. Soon His beauty will behold. Soon the pearly gates will open. We shall tread the streets of gold when we all get to heaven. What a day of rejoicing that will be when we all see Jesus. We'll sing and shout the victory when we all see Jesus. We'll sing and shout the victory. Well, I'm tired and so weary, but I must go. Comes and calls me away, where the morning is bright and the Lamb is the light, and the night is as fair as the day. There will be peace in the valley for me someday. There will be peace in the valley for me, oh Lord, I pray. There'll be no sadness, no sorrow, no trouble I see. There will be peace in the valley for me. Well, the flowers will be blooming, and the grass will be green, and the skies will be clear and serene. This valley of dreams, and no clouds there will ever be seen. There will be peace in the valley for me someday. There will be peace in the valley for me, oh Lord, I pray. There'll be no sadness, no sorrow, no trouble I see. There will be peace in the valley for me. Well, the bear will be gentle, I'll lay down by the lamb, and the beast from the wild shall be led by a child, and I'll be changed from this creature that I am. There will be peace in the valley for me someday. There will be peace in the valley for me, oh Lord, I pray. There'll be no sadness, no sorrow, no trouble I see. guys just in here. Who do we got on the other end?
It's Sammy.
Hey there, Tammy.
And Tony's on his way down. It's good.
Sorry,
Very nice. I said Tony's on his way down. We've had a nice evening out here. The weather's been great. We haven't had any counter protesters. And the company's good. And yeah, we're just having a nice Saturday night.
Saturday night here at the Vigil on Freedom Corner. I don't know. Saturday night in here, we had the chefs in here cooked up some fish wisdom stuff. I don't know what they do, but it tastes incredible. It was fish patties with a fish base with a white cream sauce that had pickles mixed in it, so it was kind of a tartar sauce kind of thing. It's just phenomenal. I swear it's like 3 pounds that they gave me. So I'm overloaded, not on carbs but on protein, which is good because I'm working out. So anyways, just that's our Saturday night in here. We've got a couple guys watching TV here. We got some other guys over there in some of the TV rooms. We got some guys over here playing cards. And I'm actually more of a hermit. I was actually in my room writing a letter to my folks. And after that, I'll go back to my Sudoku or however you say, whatever the puzzles are, the brain teaser. So that's what's going on.
Sounds alright.
Sounds like a happening Saturday night. I mean,
For what it's worth.
Yeah.
That's the spirit.
you know, just keeping it positive. But Tommy does have something that he wanted to read to you, so I'm going to let him read that to you.
Wonderful. Hold on, let me say something before he goes. Hold on. 3 minutes! 3 minutes!
Alright, so Jeff, can you hear me? So what this is,
Yeah, I got it.
it's a CDU operational plan from the United States Capitol Police on January the 5th. I'm not going to read all of it because I don't have that much time, but it says, for this event, the CDU field officer commander will have the primary responsibility to authorize less than lethal options. Exigent circumstances will dictate other lawful deployment of less than lethal options. Observed illegal actions will be documented over the radio. An announcement of a declared unlawful assembly with civil disorder will be announced with notification to officers to be provided to pending deployment. And this is highlighted. Impact projectiles will not be fired indiscriminately into the crowd. And this is from their own operational plan that they wrote up on January the 5th to govern the next 3 days over basically the meeting on January 6th.
That didn't happen.
Yep.
Okay. Huh. Well, they haven't seen blue by that one.
Yeah, and you can look that up on Investigate J6. I'm reading it off their Twitter page right now. And the other highlighted part, real quick, I'll get this in before the anthem. That's on one of these documents is, if I can get it to pull up, is in order to ensure the safety and convenience of all the people in the exercise of their rights to visit the nation's capital, to call on the offices of representatives and senators to observe public proceedings of Congress, to petition the Congress for redress of grievances, engage in peaceable and orderly conduct in any hearing before or any declaration of it committed. So this was they're saying that they were going to ensure our rights to do all these things that day.
Okay. Wait, hold on. 1 minute! All right, wait 1 minute. Let me shift gears and then we'll come back to talk. Okay? So, hold on. 30 seconds! La 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 la. 10 seconds! All right. We gotta hold 10 more seconds after the 10 seconds, so hold on, guys. I was trying to call someone else, I guess. Hold on. 10 more seconds! We're trying to reach somebody else, so hold on, guys. Hold on. Hold on, we're holding.
all day. Three, two, one, all day that you see, early light, what so proudly we hail, the twilight has been, who was burning stars, through the perilous silence we see, where our the singing air, it comes to life, and our flag was oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave over the land of the free and the home of the free.
It's not a Mississippi making call.
Hold on. All right, I'm back. So, where are we at?
We were talking about how the Capitol Police on civil CDU unit had wrote up plans saying they would not indiscriminately shoot chemical weapons into the crowd on January 6th, and that's exactly what Officer Tao did, T-H-A-U.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I tell you, I put something, so the last couple of weeks, Son's been talking, so this chief Son, just like everybody else in D.C., and all these politicians, they're not all good and they're not all bad. So he is telling some truths about some things, but he's making it sound like his police officers are little old angels out there on January 6th and not shooting chemical weapons,
I've seen video.
flashbangs, all that, right? But he is right when he says that for whatever reason, for 70 minutes or so, he did not get backups, right? And I don't know the answer to some of these questions, but we all know that for 70 minutes they sat there and threw bombs at a crowd of people trying to get them to attack the crowd, I mean the police officers, or break the line, or whatever you want to call it. And quite honestly, January 6ers showed amazing patience that day because they did not fall for it, and they never did break the police line. The truth that they don't want to know in these courts is that Officer Tao caused the police line to break around 2:30 that day because he indiscriminately sprayed every cop on the scene with OC spray, causing them to fall back in the line. It's on video. They say it out of their own mouths. I mean...
Yeah, if you watch the video, I've seen the Tao video, where he's just literally firing 40 mil flashbangs just into the crowd, boom, boom, and then he goes and grabs a bunch for somebody else and just goes back up, boom, boom, boom. If you see the video, you have to throw some red flags and say, what is going on? Why? Just why? So.
It's actually it's kind of a mix between the conspiracy of whatever the setup was in its particulars and really bad thug cops with really bad supervision and really bad tactics that fell apart on January 6th.
Because I have court coming up, I will just, let's just say, let the evidence speak for itself, okay?
Amen.
I'm sure you understand some of the sensitivities.
Yes, I agree.
Throwing opinions out there. So let's just say, seriously, let the evidence speak for itself. I mean, that is what should happen. Yeah. Other than that, in here, some people, without getting personal on some people, but some people have been through some things going on with their families, and some of them have actually received good news. So for those of you that have said prayers, those of us who put the good word about words up. So thank you. Thank you very much.
Awesome power.
What else? Yeah. Go ahead.
I was just saying awesome, the power of prayer works.
Amen.
Yes, thank you. Okay, other than that,
What's the latest on Trump and his ability to do subpoenas, whether it be for the election fraud or whether it be for, the theoretical election fraud, or
For having an opinion?
G6.
Yeah.
What's anything to say on it?
Okay, well, I don't know if you heard this. So yesterday, Trump truthed it. How do you say that? He truthed it. He truthed it out on his social media platform. If you come after me, I'm going to come after you, or something like that. And Jack Smith is trying to. This actually kind of applies to you guys. So now the lawyer made a complaint to the judge, and Trump has until Monday to answer because the prosecutor is saying that Donald Trump was intimidating the witnesses by saying it to the public while he's campaigning. So you guys know about protective orders in there, right?
Oh yeah. They're things that the evidence can't get out because they're under a protective order to not be released, if ever they are. There are some things that I'm very curious about with the Proud Boys case, because there was part of their testimony that was behind closed doors. Why? I don't understand that.
Yeah, I understand the need to have a sidebar in a court. I really do. I understand all that, right? But why does the public never get to see, hey, this is what they were talking about, and this is what they were deciding, this is really what directed the case to go out to the outcome that it did? How come we as the public can't see that and see what our judges, their reasoning behind some of their decisions? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Here's another thing, and I said this probably the other day, and I haven't done it yet. All the different fraudulent items, I think it's state by state, by vote. This many fraudulent votes here, this many fraudulent votes here, this was actually this was this. I'm going to listen to it tonight and take some notes, because if he's going to try to show the American public where the fraud is, I think that he has that list already made, and now he's going to show the evidence to prove the points that he made on that day. That's where I see this going.
I see all that happening. Yes, I do. I agree.
Go ahead.
I said I see all that happening. I agree. And some things we haven't thought of yet.
But, if you do go back, and please go back, and I'm going to share something about tonight. I seriously remember, because it was the same speech that he gave in Georgia right after the challenges that they had with the real. That's quite the list, and it's a very specific and detailed list. And then he gave the same speech on January 6th. Same numbers, same everything. And it's, these numbers don't just, he didn't pull them out of somewhere. No, these numbers are known now, because they're very specific. Again, I'm going to go back tonight and take some notes on this stuff. But it just looks to me as though, why is it, I'm so specific? Well, now, 2.5, almost 3 years later,
You have 1 minute remaining.
maybe it all comes back. And this also deals with, and I'll take some other notes that I haven't the 60 court cases, where 57 of them were, he didn't have standing. Well, now that he's got indictments against him, he has standing. So we'll talk about that tomorrow. Thank you guys for everything that you guys do out there, for being there over a year. And anyone listening, get involved. You know what I'm saying? By get involved, it means fire your congresspeople, fire your senators, and thank you guys for all you do. God bless you guys. God bless America.
Love you!
Thank you, Jeff. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Good night.
Good guys. Love you guys. All right, thanks.
All right, everybody gather up. Rebecca's going to sing the final song tonight, a cappella.
She can do that.
You sing along? Here you go. God bless the USA. You can sing with it.
Everybody, come on.
Come on, y'all.
USA! USA!
If tomorrow was the days were gone, work of my life, and my eyes will start again with just my children and my wife. Thanks my lucky stars to be living here today.
'Cause the party stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the man who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from the sea of China to from Detroit down to Houston, and New York to LA, where there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the man who died, who gave that right to me. And I'm gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the man who died, who gave that right to me. And I'm gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. USA! USA! Free J6! Free J6!
Good job.
Thank you guys
That
for
was
all
so
coming out
cute.
tonight. All you live streamers out there. All you guys on the live streams. Thank you so much for watching in.
Thank you.
And we will see you guys tomorrow night. Another same corner, y'all.
That's right.
Be here.
Freedom.
Be square.
Thank you, Patience.
Oh, thank you all. It was so great.
I will practice to sing that song. Sister Tom, give me a chance.
That was Sister Slash. I better quit drinking this.
Peaceful and quiet now.
It is. Oh my gosh, we are so grateful. It's a lovely evening.
Absolutely.
And the t-shirts are great. I love the t-shirts.
Yes.
That was nice. Thank you so much.
Freedom for j6@gmail.com. If I can find like a website or something that to do
We
that,
post,
I'll
we
let you
posted
know.
it up.
I couldn't- I did. David Judd.
Oh.
He's a J6er.
Oh.
He's trying
David Judd.
to do this to help raise money, to help with his attorney, and I think
Attorney fees.
the other
You have
J60
it.
fan.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh.
You know, Chris Blackman isn't the only one that has dealt with issues with the marshals and the FBI and the lies about the warrant. There's a lot of people that are dealing with that.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah. It's, I mean, well, the whole thing's a lie.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of propaganda behind
Yeah,
everything.
it's not a
We have
surprise.
to, work with. I really do wish we could find some decent attorneys that would be willing to
Yeah.
expose the crime.
If anybody knows of
Can I
any
help you
good
carry
civil
some?
attorneys, and
Here it is.
Yeah, you can have it,
Jerry.
The guys have been having trouble, the men and women have been having trouble finding decent representation.
And when they pay over $100,000.
And you can sit in the, like they're arguing for their
Those are loyalty pages for J6s. Oh, a lot of police car here. Oh, my extreme here. Good night. Okay, I will turn the live stream down. Okay, thank you, Pages. Thank you for you spend the whole night with us. Mama Jane, Debbie, Bonnie. Thank you so much.
Don't like you, Glory.
TP30.
I'm just kidding. Don't say
Yeah. Thank you all, Tracy. Thank you all your pages. Julius. Yeah, we will see you tomorrow. Have a great night. Thank you. Yes.